We'll just back up to here.
Ooh.
Alright, yay, we're back. Cool. That was fucking weird. Streamlabs makes me angry sometimes.
ったく腹が立つぐらい的確に急所ばっか狙ってきやがるな。てめえどんだけ人を切ってきたんだよ。
Sweat glistened across Nagakora's forehead, below which his eyes were burning intently. Even so, Nagakora flashed a wide smile.
そりゃお互い様だ。相手してるのが俺じゃなきゃとっくにくたばってるぜ。
Sanosuke responded with a smile in kind. It appeared as though both of them were in their element, basking in the extreme tension. Nagakura swung his blade downwards only to be blocked by Sanosuke, who shoved the butt end of his spear squarely into his solar plexus. There was no chance for Nagakura to dodge this time. Nagakura had the wind thoroughly knocked out of him, and he dropped to the floor in exhaustion.
Haha, but we're such grade schoolers here.
As Nagakura tried to catch his breath on the ground, Sanosuke pointed the end of his spear at his throat.
勝負あったな。
Sanosuke gazed proudly down at his friend in a show of tender affection.
With his spear pointed at his throat. Yeah.
With his brows furrowed, Nagakura looked as if he were about to say something to Sanosuke, but instead he got back to his feet, dusting the dirt from off his shoulders and knees.
ああ、くそ。さっぱり理解できねえや。そんだけ戦えんのに、俺たち二人ならもっとすげえことができるはずなのに。なんで戦う前から諦めちまうんだ？もったいなくてしょうがねえよ。そのやりが泣いてな。
Oh my god, he's crying. Look at him, he's crying.
「しかもその理由が女のためだろ？ああ、わかんねえ。わかんねえ。
Danny and I have a theory that Nagakura is like super ace. I kind of am inclined to believe it. Speaking of the depiction here, obviously not historical Shinpachi.
Although Nagakura looked all smiles. Upon closer inspection, I swore that I could see ample tears forming behind his dark eyes. Instead of chastising him, Sanosuke extended an affectionate glance toward Nagakura, responding to his objections calmly.
お前みてえに剣のために剣を振るうのも、大義や天下国家のために振るうのもいいけどよ。惚れた女をてめえの背中でかばうってのが剣を取るに値しねえくだらねえ理由だとは思わねえぜ。俺はな。
Local guy with spear is getting too old for this shit.
そもそも男が武器を取るようになったのはなんでかって言えば、女子供を守るためだろう。
わかってるよ、それぐらい。負け惜しみくらい言わせろって。
Nagakura smiled wistfully, or smirked, whichever, sheathing his sword back into its scabbard. His shoulders slumped lackadaisically, pausing for a moment before addressing Sanosuke.
なあ、佐野。一つ 答えてほしいことがあるんだ。
Danny, I just mentioned to them that we have our little theory that Shinpachi is probably Ace, because dude does not understand why the hell Sano is leaving the whole fighting thing for a woman. Like, there it is.
しかもその理由が女のためだろ。ああ、わかんねえ。わかんねえ。
He's like very sad right now.
なんだ。
もし彼女のことがなかったとしても、あの時新選組を辞めて俺と一緒に来てくれてたか。
Oh.
Nagakura's abrupt question took Sanosuke by surprise, whose eyes widened immediately. I stood nervously, rubbing my fingers out of anxious habit, before Sanosuke broke into a quiet chuckle.
当たり前のことを聞いてんじゃねえよ。
He's battle sexual.
そもそも俺は今お前と一緒にここに立ってるだろうが、それが何よりの答えだろ。
Nagakura's eyes were turning watery, trembling in awe toward the person he most revered.
So そっか。なあ、もう付き合いきれねえや。二人でどこへでも行っちまえ。
This is the best CG in the entire game. The best! We're done. We don't have to play anymore. This is it. I screenshotted the fuck out of that. Look at these precious babies.
俺が信じる道を進むからよ。
Nagakura. Nagakura walked behind us, standing between me and Sanosuke as he gently patted our backs.
言われなくても言ってやるよ。てめえこそ調子こいて新政府軍に足元をすくわれちまわねえよう気をつけろよな。
Sure enough, they were back to trading banter in the only way they knew how.
ジゼルちゃん、もし佐野に泣かされたらいつでも俺に言いに来いよ。
Well now.
俺がきっ強気を据えてやるからよ。そりゃもう今日の分の仕返しもたっぷり込めてな。
ああ、いつでも来やがれ。帰り討ちにしてやるぜ。
And judging by how easily they settled back into treating each other like best friends again. Okay, Nagakura. Let's make sure we see each other again. There was a light inside of me. A candle kept safe beside my warm heart, telling me that one day all of us would come together like we had now. It was a potent hope. We would all be reunited soon, and these tenuous days would be behind us. So long as all of us live, there will always be a chance.
We've got 2 more choices and then the game is done. But we should save, it's been a little while. Yep, we definitely had some sexy times. And so much scandalous hand-holding while we were at it, oh my god.
We bid our emotional farewell to Nagakura, parting ways with him and the people of Utsunomiya. With that, Sanosuke and I packed our belongings and traveled down the mountainous path back to Edo. After a few hours of walking, I inhaled deeply, taking in the crisp mountain air, and Sanosuke suddenly turned to face me.
千鶴、体きつくねえか。ここらで少し休んだ方がいいか。
I don't know, Sano. How's your body doing?
Huh? What do you mean by my body?
だから、昨べあんまり寝てねえだろ。
Ahem. Ahem. Right.
His casual mention of the previous night sparked a vivid memory that I hadn't anticipated discussing. I sheepishly averted my eyes away from him. My cheeks felt as though they were on fire. I was hot from my face to the back of my ears, which made me even more nervous if Sanosuke were to notice. I kept my gaze firmly fixed on my feet. I'm fine. But, are you okay, Sanosuke?
ん？俺はまあお前に比べりゃ体力はあるからな。
Wow.
That's not what I meant. I had to think carefully about how to phrase the concerns I had in my initial question. Although Sanosuke had assured me that he was truly content with leaving for Edo with me, Nagakura's memory would linger with him forever, and it couldn't have been easy to tell someone with whom you'd spent most of your life goodbye. It was a delicate situation, and I wanted to make sure that in discussing it I hadn't upset Sanosuke by suggesting I was questioning his sincerity.
じゃあもう少し歩くか。休みたくなったらすぐ家よ、千鶴。
I will. Thank you.
Oh my god, Danny, that emote.
Continuing down the paved road, I watched the glow of sunset slip away into the distant horizon.
Just let me know when you need to catch your breath so I can take it away again. Wink.
Sanosuke plopped his things down and started preparing a spot upon the ground to build a bonfire. Oh, not at all. I apologize for walking so slowly.
先に休んでていいぜ。俺が火の番をしててやるから。
Oh, I don't mind watching the fire.
いいから言うこと聞いとけって。
Yeah, he keeps calling her kid every now and then. It's a little weird.
少しだけでも寝ておけば明日は楽になるからよ。
Sanosuke's voice was gruff, and he tossed some wood pieces sitting nearby into the open flame. It amazed me that even in after hours of mundane walking, he could still be so considerate of me.
Okay, Chizuru, sweetie, he's like fucking 6 feet tall and then some? I think he can just take longer strides than you, dear.
His insistence almost made me feel guilty for refusing the first time.
And here she goes with the guilt tripping again.
All right, then I'll take you up on your offer. Good night, Sanosuke. I rested my head against the root of a nearby tree, nestling atop the soft grass, and shut my eyes.
I know, this Chizuru drives me fucking crazy. I cannot handle her. But yeah, I think the kid thing is meant to be sort of endearing, but the problem is he's like called her that from the beginning. So it doesn't really carry affection as much.
All of the soreness in my body seemed to melt away, and I dozed off immediately into a pleasant slumber. In the comfort of my mind, I began to dream.
Oh no.
Chizuru, 大丈夫かい? お粥を作ったから。
No, get out of our dreams, Dad. You suck.
Father, I can't stop coughing.
おたふく風邪だから熱さえ下がれば心配はいないよ。
Oh, that's right. Father cared for me dutifully, especially when I had grown ill from the mumps when I was younger. Even 5 or 6 years later, when I was first practicing my handwriting, Father took the time to invest himself in whatever it was I was doing.
千鶴、今日は何を習ってきたんだね。
Some history about Edo and Chinese calligraphy. My teacher says that we don't need to study calligraphy, though. That we should all start learning Dutch studies soon.
いや、蘭学も今や時代遅れらしい。イギリスやフランスの学問の方がずっと進んでいると聞くからね。
Really? Wow. Times sure are changing.
千鶴、
Yes, what is it?
その気になる相手などはいないのか？
What do you mean by that?
だからほら、お前もそろそろそういうことを考えねばならない年頃だろう。
What do you mean by these sorts of things?
いや、だからその。
Father had shifted uncomfortably, gulping discreetly to clear his throat. His silence told me all that I needed to know. He had suggested that if I were ever to fall in love with a man, he would want to know.
Well, of course, he's your father, sort of. That's what you think, anyway.
Revisiting the memory of this time inside my dream was peculiar and bittersweet all at once. I used to be carefree, unbound to anything or anyone. Father, as I had known him for my entire life, was nothing but gentle and loving. And it was all a lie! But now, I was tasked with the responsibility of taking his life and ending his cruel, salacious plot. Father. The memory of his smile, warm and jovial, was fading slowly, replaced with the sinister grin I saw in Kofu. I reached my hand out, hoping to touch his familiar face before it vanished into the haze. Just then,
千鶴千鶴しっかりしろ
my sleep was interrupted by the sensation of being violently shaken, and suddenly my eyes shot open. Sanosuke? My entire neck and back were dripping with cold sweat.
大丈夫かずいぶんうなされてたぜ悪い夢でも見たのか
Oh. Was I saying anything? Like, did I talk in my sleep? Sanosuke bit his lip, turning to face in another direction. His gaze was fixed on the orange flame, flickering lightly through the darkness beside us.
I think typically when I've heard them use kid, the word that I'm hearing them use is gaki. But in some of Sano's later lines here, I don't hear him using anything that, to my knowledge, would translate to something like kid. Hello, Percy.
まあ言ってた父様って何度もな
Wow. And she refers to her father as Tosama. That's something.
As soon as Sanosuke confirmed it, I was flung back into the dream from which I just awoke. Did I really stand any chance of stopping Father? His life was in my hands, and when the time came, I wasn't sure if I was ready to make that decision.
千鶴お前平気か覚悟はできてるのか
If you say Tosama 3 times, does Koto appear like Beetlejuice? I don't know. Should we try?
Ready? Sanosuke's question touched precisely upon what worried me most. It was like he was a mind reader. I was sure that his question hadn't only referred to dealing with my father, but I had to ask myself if I had gotten in over my head, or if perhaps I misplaced my trust in Sanosuke by expecting him to accept this undertaking with me. At least, I hoped so. I told him that I'm not sure and I need to check the walkthrough first. To be honest, I still have my doubts. I decided to be candid about my feelings. As in, what choices I've made, and everything we left behind to get into this position. I'm not sure there'll ever come a day where I don't pine about the way things used to be, or for the company of the people we love. It's like you said last night, Sanosuke. Every decision has its consequences, and there's nothing we can do to stop worrying about them. I dwelled on the thought of what Sanosuke might have had to sacrifice to join me on this journey. It was likely that I could never repay a debt of this magnitude back to him, which was crushing me. Our bonfire crackled in the background, filling the space of our awkward silence. But there's no turning back now, no matter how much I may want to. Time and time again, I've gone back and forth with myself, fighting the anxious thoughts in my mind, whenever tough decisions needed to be made. Except for one decision, which was... I chose Sanosuke of all people as the one who would hold my fragile heart. After another moment of silence, Sanosuke spoke. Then he gently rested his hands upon my shoulders. I gasped, staring back at his alluring gaze, and my heart tightened in my chest.
Basically, every time she like has these moments with him, she's just like, "Oh my god, you're so hot."
He tenderly grazed the side of my cheek, tracing a line underneath my chin before tilting my head upwards. I froze. Sanosuke's beautiful amber eyes were gazing at me, the light of the bonfire twinkling inside of them. They radiated with confidence and strength. Uncertainty glowed inside of them as well. All of his fears, his anxieties, his weaknesses. Huh? Oh. He whispered urgently, and I shut my eyes as he had instructed. My heartbeat sped up to the pace of a gallop. All I could feel was the warm tingle of Sanosuke's fingers against my pale face. I've been here before. I know what comes next. The space between our lips closing, the warmth. How could I ever forget?
Hey, we got another CG. Or there's ladies version. Alright. Smooch! Yeah, this kiss doesn't have too much teeth. They're not hurting each other. And yes, I think that is tongue.
I suddenly felt his moist lips pressed against mine. Something about this kiss was different to our first, where Sanosuke's brazenness got the better of me.
And my cat is in the way, so I can't read. Hold on. There we go. Calcium. Like, that first kiss had to hurt, because, like, if your teeth clunk against each other, I feel like that's painful, right? All good, Riot. Sleep well, my friend. And anxiety word porn is really accurate to this. No, Percy. My fucking cat is trying to drink my tea. I don't know how kissing works either, so whatever. Good night, friendos. Sleep well. Thanks for hanging through all this mushy, romantic bullshit. Wrists and ankles porn. Thanks, man. Thank you.
Nor was it similar to the second time we had kissed, which was an intimate moment born from the ashes of our eager, desperate hearts.
Nah, Kitty's fine. He's here now and he's just getting pets. So he's happy.
This kiss, however, felt like something new. A token of comfort during an emotionally trying time. It was gentle and hushed. Our lips were tenderly cupped together like sand guarded in the palm of our hands, careful not to let any grain slip from under our delicate embrace.
And what the fuck does that even mean? Anyway. I feel like the localization writing in Edo Blossoms took a giant dip from Kyoto Winds at points, and it's kind of sad. Like, I don't know. It just feels like it slipped considerably, especially in certain routes. That grainy, sandy texture of kiss. Yep, that's exactly what I would want. Blarg. I'm assuming they may have different employees doing localizing, maybe? I don't know. It is weird. Maybe the source material was also just significantly different in terms of quality. Garbage in, garbage out, as they say.
Neither of us seemed willing to part from the other, as if we were holding on to the one thing giving us life. Or at least, so I felt. What other words could describe this feeling? Even as my heart seemed ready to burst from out of my chest, as my cheeks seemed determined to light a blaze, I felt a placid calm take hold of me.
Yeah, a lot of her internal monologues in Sano's route have just been like, what the fuck? Even? Huh? Nani the fuck?
Sanosuke pulled back slightly for a brief moment, taking in a little breath with a calm smile.
Huh. I don't know. Maybe it is a matter of the source material being kind of funky then. Or yeah, possibly rushed as well. It just does feel a bit sloppier in general. So I'm assuming rushed.
As our eyes met, he kissed me once more.
Good lord. She just keeps going.
This kiss was completely different. It was passionate, like he had put all of himself behind it.
Okay. Ew. I can't wait to do the abridged.
Sanosuke bit my lower lip, nibbling on it as he pushed his tongue further and further into my mouth.
Ugh.
I instinctively grabbed his chest and pulled him in.
Jesus. Are they gonna, like, do it out into the fucking in the forest? Like, to hail. Yeah, I'm... Given the fact that there's, like, typos strewn throughout, and, the general localization just feels slightly less polished than it did in Kyoto Winds, rushed sounds about right to me. And based on what you say, lady, that seems accurate. Which is unfortunate. It's still good. It just could have been better if they had the time, I think.
I gave in to these natural feelings, listening to the bonfire crackle as our bodies wrapped around each other with vigor.
Jeez. What the fuck?
Sanosuke's hands traveled my body like an atlas, landing upon my shoulders with a tight squeeze. After a moment, we pulled our faces apart.
現金なもんだな、我ながら。
Yeah, they're basically just making out in the forest. It's fine. I am vomiting a little bit, but it's fine. Yeah, pulled our faces apart as what? Oh, I kind of want to ad-lib tweak the dialogues and things a bit sometimes, but I'm trying to just read what's on the fucking script. Oh lordy.
Huh?
あれだけ悩んで揺らいでた気持ちが今は嘘みてえに落ち着いてる。それどころかいいよで切腹騒ぎを起こして、だけど死に損なって結局脱藩しちまったのも
Oh, I love you guys so much.
その後江戸で新八や近藤さんたちと出会ったのもみんなで一旗あげようって今日に来て新選組を立ち上げたのも全ては今この瞬間のためだったんじゃねえかって思えてきちまう。
Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm dying. I can't. Real talk though, I think Sano's route is nice. However, Chizuru's fucking personality makes me want to slam my head into the desk repeatedly a lot. And I definitely feel like some of this is dragged too far out. Like, they need to condense some of her fucking internal monologues a bunch. And this insane level of squishy romance kind of makes me want to hurl sometimes. That being said, Sano's a great option. He's delightful. I like him. He's a wonderful character. But these two need to chill the fuck out.
Hearing Sanosuke speak so candidly about his true feelings made the hairs stand over my entire body.
The fuck?
I too couldn't help but feel fate brought us together. How I originally arrived in Kyoto in search of father. How I came to reside under the custody of the Shinsengumi.
Yeah, let's remember for a minute she was totally under fucking house arrest. Anyway.
All of it had a purpose, which was introducing me to Sanosuke, so that the two of us could spend our lives together until the day we die.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is hilariously bad. And now that they've, like, sorted out their feelings, she's just, like, waxing poetically on and on about how it was fate and how blah blah. Blah. Anyway. Yada yada.
何が起きても壊れねえ関係ってのに憧れてるって前に言ったかもしれねえがどんな夫婦でも最初から強い絆で結ばれてるわけじゃねえんだろうな。
Percival, please.
何度も迷って立ち止まってその度にこうやって互いの気持ちを確かめ合って
I'm reading chat more than I'm reading the fucking game right now, you guys.
そうするうちに少しずつ本物の夫婦になっていくんじゃねえかな。
Yeah, we're getting to the point where I'm like, man, I just want to get on with the plot, okay?
Right. Just as we've done so many times in the past. Although there are times where our insecurities get the better of us, when everything seems pointless. No matter what, I could rely on Sanosuke and his support. Having him beside me makes me a stronger woman.
Blarg.
Whatever trepidations I'd burdened myself with in the past, he gave me the confidence to take them on. I was sure of it. Our hearts were becoming forged as one.
Okay. God, I'm just... Yeah, yay, whatever. Our bond is so amazing, and we love each other so much. It's great. Blarg. Suddenly suspicious music. Oh my god, Danny. Okay, let's keep on going. And yes, Percy is purring, and I'm sorry if you heard that. He's extremely happy right now. Life is good for this cat. He's getting tummy rubs.
June 1868. By a stroke of luck, Sanosuke and I managed to avoid any detection from the Imperial Army troops, passing the North Senju Sekisho, I can read words, and returned to Edo. But
あいつら千鶴隠れぞ
okay. Sanosuke and I ducked low to the ground, eyeing a trimmed bush to the left of us and darting behind it. From a hidden view, we watched a group of armed men clad in Western uniforms passing through the street. Once they'd marched out of sight, we slowly crawled from behind the bush back onto the main road.
たく江戸城を明け渡してからまだ一月かそこらしか経ってねっていうのに新政府軍のやつらすっかり我が物顔で江戸をうろつき回りやがって
Oh no, lady. You know... The verbiage. This is how we know they definitely didn't have time to give it a proper QA pass.
What?
God damn it, you guys. I need to stop that. Sometimes in character is hard.
What should we do?
とりあえず行動さんや羅刹どもを見つけ出さないことにはどうにもならねえが
Right, but since Sanosuke too had been dressed in a Western uniform, there's no doubt we would have aroused immediate suspicion in any crowded area. But by going into hiding, we would be denied any opportunity to search Edo. If left unchecked, my father could turn this city into a den of nightmares. Just then...
Okay, here's another thing. I'm really annoyed they use just then constantly but I kind of understand how it could have happened. Because I think there's like 3 or 4 Japanese words that basically mean that. So, yeah. Translation can be reductive.
Tosama, tosama, tosama! Ibuki!
This is a face I'm happy to see.
We caught the sudden notice of a youthful man staring at us from the other side of the road. Oh no. I felt my stomach drop, fearing the possibility that he could report us to the Imperial Army. Just as I prepared for Sanosuke to tell me to run.
あんた、もしかして原田か?
Sanosuke jumped, slowly turning his head to look over his shoulder at the man. His eyes blinked and shut twice in astonishment.
誰かと思えば龍之介か。生きてたのかよ。
ああ、見ての通りだ。
Hi, I'm gonna screenshot him because he adorable. This is the protagonist of the prequel game that we did not get here. Which, in the context of this being an Otome VN, sounds hella weird. No, there was no romance in that game. It was just story.
.ここにいると新政府軍の奴らに見つかっちまうかもしれないから、とりあえず俺の家行くぞ。
I had absolutely no idea who this man was. The warmth in their conversation gave me the impression the two were friends, but... Were we in any position to trust someone living in Edo at this time?
Yes, Lyra, I'm sure. Unfortunately.
I gulped anxiously, but Sanosuke rested his hand firmly on my shoulder.
行こうぜ。大丈夫だ。こいつは信用できるやつだからな。
Yeah, all of the hair in this is good hair, you're right.
We snuck quietly through the narrow Edo alleys, with the young man as he led us back to his home. From what Sanosuke told me later, his name was Ibuki. He was an old friend of Sanosuke's and the rest of the Shinsengumi from back in their humble beginnings.
しかし、まさかあんたがまだ江戸にいるとは思わなかったな。新選組の大使連中はみんな北に向かったって聞いてたんだが。
Sanosuke momentarily flicked his eyes at me before responding to Ibuki.
いろいろと事情があってな。
Oh no, lady, you're kind of right. In the game, he's in the original that he's from, like, he has a lot more hair than this. I guess he took a haircut at the end of that as well. But he had a big old long floofy ponytail, which was quite cute.
お前の方こそまさか絵師になってるとは思わなかったぜ。意外な才能があったんだな。
Oh, and that actually does remind me, when we're done playing all these here routes, I think it would be fun to do a rabbit watching of some of the Hakuoki animated shit, if everybody is present and up for it. I would just use the stream time slot and we would fill the time watching that stuff for a while. They do in fact have the season of the TV series wherein he is featured, so it would be technically new content. You Guys, there's cat hair in my tea now. Thank you, Percy.
Sanosuke glanced at the walls at the back of the room, which were neatly arranged with paintings next to Ibuki's palette and paint supplies. But the beautiful works on display were Ibuki's rough charcoal images scattered on the floor.
まだ見習いだけどな。食べていくだけでやっとだよ。
それで食っていけるんだから大したもんじゃねえか。
俺一人じゃとても無理だったよ。でも。
Oh my god. I need the blue. Shit's so cute. Exactly, lady. There's a cat hair in my tea, but I'm still gonna drink it. It's fine.
I noticed Ibuki's cheeks become a tad rosy. Just then, the door behind us creaked as it slid open, and someone stepped silently into the room.
大したおもてなしもできなくてごめんなさい。ソチャですが、どうぞ。
He's super cute, however, he's definitely got a girlfriend.
A young woman, whom I assumed to be around the same age as myself, entered the room with a tray of tea. Her hairstyle was so feminine and elegant. As she took her seat beside Ibuki, the two of them held hands intimately. There was a hint of the loving spark between them, a sort of playful exuberance in their demeanor that led me to believe that they were something of an item.
誰かと思えば島原で舞妓やってた嬢ちゃんじゃねえか。名前は確か小鈴って言ったか。
覚えていてくださったんですね。その説はお世話になりました。小鈴っていうのは島原にいた頃の芸名で、本当の名前はしずって言うんです。
Yeah, like, holy shit, her eyes are huge.
Shizu bowed politely toward Sanosuke before turning to face me.
こちらの方は
My name is Yukimura. Very nice to meet you. She greeted me with an odd look as I rushed to introduce myself.
間違ってたらすみません。女の人ですよね。
Oh, yes. I regret to say that I cannot disclose my reasons for doing so, but this is a disguise.
そうなのか?
Oh Jesus, he didn't know. Ryunosuke, baby.
龍之介さん気づかなかったの？
言われてみれば男にしちゃ線が細い気がしなくもなかったが、男の髪型と着物なんだから男だと思うだろう普通。
僕年人なのは相変わらずだな。
Sanosuke patted Ibuki on the back jokingly as the latter pouted in genuine confusion.
でも原田と二人きりで江戸に戻ってきたってことは、あんたらもしかして。
Oh, I was uncertain of how to respond, and being anxious, I began to fidget timidly in my cushion on the tatami.
そりゃあ決まってるじゃない。原田さんはきっと女の人といい加減な気持ちで付き合ったりしないでしょうし。
Ibuki, your girlfriend is faster on the uptake than you, buddy.
It appeared that the subtext of my and Sanosuke's relationship was blaring obvious to them. Sanosuke, however, seemed completely unfazed by their suggestion.
まあそうだな。
Sanosuke perked into a proud grin. Hearing him answer their questions so eagerly only served to make me even more embarrassed. I dropped my eyes to the floor out of nervousness.
にしてもあんたも大変そうだな。
Huh? What do you mean by that?
原田なんかと一緒にいると心配でしょうがないんじゃないか。
No, honestly, us being with him is probably the biggest pain in his ass because Jesus, Chizuru's high maintenance.
命知らずだし短気だし、気に入らないことがあるとすぐに手が出るし。
原田さんは女の人には優しいわよ。ね、雪村さん。
I think we're making the final decision of the what's it?
I was unsure whether or not I could speak with candor about Mai and Sanosuke's relationship to people to whom I'd just been introduced, but... Yes, he is quite the gentleman. It wasn't difficult to say how I honestly felt.
もともと女の人には優しいけど、雪村さんには特にかしら。
Huh? Oh. Yet again, I was confronted with a social quagmire. If I had answered yes, then I was worried that I would seem too enthusiastic about him, almost to the extent I would seem conceited.
Alright, this waxing and waning and waffling bullshit is extremely Japanese.
Luckily for me, I suppose, Sanosuke was quick to pounce on an opportunity to answer for me.
そりゃ特別に決まってるだろう。嫁さんになる女なんだから。
I like that he says this while he's got his knife cat face on.
I jumped in my cushion with glee. I wanted so badly to express some words of gratitude, but I'd been so taken aback that nothing came out.
たく、幸せそうな顔しやがって。のろけられちまったな。
ごちそうさま。
The two of them took great amusement from poking fun at us, but I suppose it was something to get used to. After exchanging a few more pleasantries, Sanosuke slurped down the rest of his tea and placed his cup down. As he let out a heavy sigh, the mood in the room changed. He spoke with a low, hushed tone.
ところでよ、今江戸の状況はどうなってるんだ？
あんたらが見た通りだよ。江戸城を明け渡してから新政府軍の奴らがでかい顔をしててな。少しでも怪しまれるとすぐに連れて行かれてしつこく取り調べられるらしい。
Is there no one in Edo with the will to fight? Hasn't anyone tried to do something yet?
幕府側の人間全員が江戸城を明け渡しに同意してたわけじゃないらしいからな。将棋隊って奴らが上野の寛永寺に立てこもってるらしいし、新政府軍もそいつらをどうやって抑えるか頭を悩ませてるんじゃないか。場合によっちゃ江戸中を巻き込む戦になるかもしれないしな。
I shuddered to think what the implications for a civil war could mean for Edo and all of its citizens. Surely I knew father would be at its epicenter. My knees soon buckled.
Wasn't she sitting down, though?
I was struck with a horrifying vision. The streets littered with corpses, which were feasted upon by legions of ravenous furies.
That was real dark, Chizuru.
I couldn't help but glance at Sanosuke with a concerned expression. He returned the gesture, furrowing his brow as he gazed deeply into my eyes.
おい、どうしたんだよ。まさかあんたたち上野に行くつもりじゃないだろうな。
All right, Lyra, thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next time. Sleep well, my friend.
決まってるだろう。俺たちはそのために江戸に戻ってきたんだからな。
Sanosuke's response was deadpan, and Ibuki shifted uncomfortably in his seat.
考え直せって。将棋隊だけでも何百人って軍勢が上野に集まってるんだぞ。もちろん新政府軍側にはそれ以上の兵がいるはずだ。あんたたち二人が行ったところで何ができるって言うんだよ。
別に新政府軍相手に戦を仕掛けるわけじゃねえよ。俺たちが戦うのは奴らとは別の連中だ。
別の連中？
Ibuki was befuddled, scratching his head dubiously. Sanosuke hadn't seemed interested in cluing him in. However, I declined to answer Ibuki's questions. Shizu picked up on this awkward tension and...
ねえ、龍之介さん。お二人にはそろそろ休んでもらったら？江戸に戻ってきたばかりで疲れてるでしょうし。
ああ、まあそうか。
悪いな、気を使わせちまって。千鶴、お前は先に休んだろよ。
I would be lying if I'd said that I wasn't incredibly curious as to what Sanosuke and Ibuki were going to discuss if I went to bed, but... Considering the two of them were longtime friends, I'm sure there were plenty of stories to exchange. Alright, I shall prepare for bed.
Suddenly formal? Weird.
奥へどうぞ。あんまり広くはありませんけど。
I nodded politely to Shizu before bowing to the two men as Shizu and I exited the room. She escorted me to their modest guest quarters, and because our trip from Utsunomiya included many nights spent camped out in the wilderness, as soon as I rested my head onto my pillow, I dozed off immediately. It was unclear to me how much time had passed, but... I woke up in the middle of the night and hadn't seen Sanosuke anywhere next to me in the futon. My first inclination was that he had been engrossed in conversation with Ibuki still. I sat up, trying to focus my hearing for any sound of their voices, but I couldn't hear a thing. Out of concern, I dragged myself out of the futon and quietly tiptoed into the hallway. I poked my head around, seeing Shizu in the next room doing some stitching on a piece of fine cloth.
あ、雪村さん。もうお目覚めですか?
Yes, I couldn't get back to sleep. Hey, I don't happen to see Sanosuke or Ibuki anywhere around. Do you know where they went?
あの二人なら外で話をしてくるって言ってましたけど。
Outside? Did Sanosuke actually leave in his Western uniform? Well, what if a group of Imperial soldiers were to spot them? I think I'm going to check up on them. I bowed curtly and sprinted out of their home. I flicked my eyes back and forth until I spotted the two of them talking just outside of the house. Like I had suspected, they were absorbed by their conversation, and Ibuki was gesticulating wildly. It seemed neither of them had noticed I was present.
あんたたちが上野に行かなきゃならない事情はよくわかった。どうしてあんたが 長倉や平介と別行動をとってたのか気になってたんだが、みんな自分の道を見つけたってことなんだな。
まあそういうことだな。
あいつらのこと気にならないのか。仲良かっただろう、あんたら。
寂しくねえって言えば嘘になるが、道が分かれちまったってことは俺やあいつらが自分で決めた道を歩いてるってことだ。
You're right, we haven't eavesdropped in a while. Clearly we were overdue.
お前もそうだろ、龍之介。
Ibuki silently agreed, nodding his head as he tilted his gaze downwards at his sandals. After a moment, Ibuki murmured under his breath.
でも賞賛はあるのか。今の話が本当なら、新選組にいた羅刹より始末が悪い奴らが新政府軍についてるんだろう。
賞賛があろうとなかろうと、父親がやってることを見て見ぬふりができる女じゃねえんだ、あいつは。
As I was eavesdropping, I picked up that the she Sanosuke mentioned was in fact me, and my heart skipped a beat in my chest. Sanosuke went on confidently, and Ibuki listened intently while stroking his chin.
あいつの目的は俺の目的だ。花から他の道なんてねえさ。
If you asked my younger self what she thought, she would have felt utterly unworthy to Sanosuke's words of praise, guilty to think that someone valued her feelings enough to dedicate his life to her. But if you were to ask me of the present day, I would have answered with nothing but confessions of adoration and unwavering love.
Oh my god, here we go again.
I want nothing more than to return the favor, as there was no one else in the world I cherished more.
The sentiment intensified with each passing moment, because of course it fucking did.
お前だって多分俺と同じ立場なら同じことをするはずだぜ。
For a while, Ibuki kept his eyes fixed upon the floor, refusing to react in any way to Sanosuke's explanation. Sanosuke took the initiative by breaking the silence.
言えてきたな。そろそろ中に戻るか。
He muttered quietly, spinning around to approach the house's entrance when I darted back inside through the front door, rushing to get back into the futon before he did. Thank you, Sanosuke. As long as the two of us are together, then I believe that we can conquer whatever challenges we face.
But she had to eavesdrop just to make sure.
Sneak Zuru! The next night, Ibuki and Shizu saw us off. We were able to recuperate our strength. And together we bid our two gracious hosts farewell before making our way for Ueno.
Ged. I can't words anymore because the way this is written is so flippity floppity weird.
そんじゃあ二人とも世話になったな。
Yes, indeed. We're so appreciative of everything. We will send you a token of our thanks soon.
Grr.
こちらこそまたいつでも遊びに来てくださいね。
Shizu smiled warmly at us, but Izuki gazed wistfully off to the side.
Yeah. I feel like this one, for being dragged out, it's like I'm getting kind of bored with it. It would have done well to be a good bit shorter. But we are almost done.
Given how recently they had reunited, it was understandable to think Ibuki was reluctant to send his friend off so soon. Especially to Ueno.
ほら、龍之介さんもちゃんと挨拶しなくちゃ。
いいよ。話ならもう夕べのうちに済ませてあるしな。
済ませてあるからいいってものでもないでしょ。挨拶はきちんとしなきゃ。
Ibuki grimaced in discomfort, but after Shizu's prodding, he timidly approached Sanosuke.
覚悟を決めてるやつにこんなことを言うこと自体無粋なのかもしれないが。
Ibuki cut his sentence short, his voice trailing off toward the end. He began taking deep breaths, hoping to muster the courage to speak as his fists trembled at his waist.
What, is this guy like got a crush on Sano too? Like literally everyone else in this entire fucking game?
At long last, he spoke his piece.
死ぬなよ、原田。絶対に。
Sanosuke's eyes widened incredulously. At first, he simply opened his mouth without saying a word, but after a moment,
当たり前だろう。惚れた女を置いて俺だけ死ぬわけにはいかねえだろうが。
Okay, can we adopt him, please? I love this blue-haired boy. I love one blue-haired artist boy. Also, apparently Sano just pats everyone on the head. It's like a thing he does, I guess.
Sanosuke grabbed a fistful of Ibuki's hair, rustling it playfully as he delivered his assuring words. Ibuki, however, was in no mood to joke. His lips were tightly pursed into a line, and it still seemed as though he was restraining.
Oh my god! Was restraining himself from speaking his mind. I can speak words with my mouth sometimes, but not tonight.
Sanosuke chose not to press the matter. Instead, he stepped closer to Ibuki, patting his old friend on the shoulder.
俺たちはいろんなしがらみから解放されるため、自分たちの未来を作るために戦いに行くんだ。死んだりしねえよ。
This seemed to put Ibuki at ease, even if just a tad.
そっか。
A smile formed in his lips out of relief.
あのさ、原田。
ん？なんだ？
もしあんたがいなかったら、俺、今こうしてここに立ってなかっただろうし、シズと一緒になることもなかったはずだ。本当にありがとうな。
Ibuki's endearing sentiment coaxed a small chuckle from out of Sanosuke.
いや、そんなことはねえと思うぜ。俺はただ背を押しただけだ。前に進むことを決めたのはお前だよ。
You are not wrong, Julie. It is really telling when they can have a prequel game to this whole thing and they have a male protagonist. I'm pretty sure that's a first for an otome game.
Although none of us seemed too keen on parting, we bid our final farewell to Ibuki and Shizu, and Sanosuke and I departed for Ueno. After our two friends were out of earshot, Sanosuke leaned over to whisper discreetly in my ear.
新選組にいた頃とは見違えたな、龍之介のやつ。昔のあいつは 車に構えてるくせに腹をくくらねえところがあったんだが。
As Sanosuke began catching up on his reflections, a small smile curled in his lips.
男ってのは守るものを見つけたとき、ようやく覚悟が決まるものなのかもしれねえな。
Bleh. Sorry, what?
Sanosuke extended his coarse hand towards me, reaching for my hand as he clasped it tightly.
What? What? This is why I can't read it anymore. That sentence makes no sense. Anyway, I'm gonna get a headache if I think about it too long.
With a newfound resolve, I grasped his hand in return.
But like he reached for her hand and then grasped it as he reached out. God damn it.
I don't think men should take all the credit for changing when it comes to meeting the person you love, though. Sanosuke pointed his eyes towards me. I momentarily looked back at him, smirking as I continued with my point.
Yeah, exactly, Hound. I'm so confused. Oh god, yeah, don't even get me started on the floor being outside. Fuck that shit.
Since the moment you told me that you loved me, Sanosuke, my heart has been made up. My heart could rest assured that no threat of pain could deter.
I'm done. I can't. Yay, they're in love.
女ってのは強いもんだな。
Sanosuke tightened his grip on my hand. As our fingers wove together in our
What? This is so hard to read. This is so hard to read. Also, yes, hi, hello, Helheim Hound. My name is Jess. I'm a streamer, a voice actor, illustrator, and I do TTRPG things all the time. Yay! God, I can't read this fucking weird script anymore. This time I knew that nothing could tear us apart and we basked in the moonlight together. Are we done yet? Is there plot now? I hope. Jesus. Borf. Yeah, like, don't get me wrong. I love a good romance, but this is like freaking. This just goes beyond romantic and it's now getting into the realm of disgusting. Like, it's too much. Too much of a good thing. They've dragged it out too long. It should have ended like 2 chapters ago. And I need to drink some water because my throat hurts.
Sanosuke continued hastily down the mountainous path, heading in the direction of Ueno, but our arrival could not have been more poorly timed.
Oh! Cool. Yeah, I'm Hope. She was fun. I enjoyed doing that mod a lot.
She's just the sweetest little thing, that Hope. As Ibuki had informed us, the Shogi company confined themselves within Kanai Temple in Ueno, fortifying their territory to protect from invasion. The Imperial Army, however, completely surrounded the premises, stationing rows of soldiers and small encampments around the perimeter of Mount Ueno. Although it seemed as though the Shogi company had resisted the Imperial Army well enough. By the time of our arrival, victory had fallen into the hands of the Imperials. Sanosuke and I hid behind a thick wall of trees beside the opening of the trail leading to Mount Ueno. Sanosuke, do you really think my father will pass through this route?
多分な。あれだけの数の羅刹を連れて移動できる道は限られてる。連中もまだ羅刹をなるべく人目にはさらしたくねえはずだ。とすると、夜のうちに動くしかねえ。将棋隊の奴らの死体が腐りきらねえ今晩のうちに来ると思うぜ。
父様、父様、父様。I don't see him yet. I reached my hand down towards my waist, wrapping my fingers around the hilt of my kodachi anxiously. Would father come, just as Sanosuke had said? And would I truly be able to thwart father? Sanosuke rested his hand upon my shoulders. Without saying anything, he picked up on my nervousness, offering me a small gesture to comfort me. It was enough, and my heart settled into a manageable pace in my chest. I had to remember something. I wasn't alone. In fact, the man I'd loved most was sitting here in the darkness beside me. Just as the thought crossed my mind, a gang of footsteps echoed in the distance. It wasn't only a dozen, or even 24 feet. As they marched closer to us, I could have sworn that they numbered in the hundreds, perhaps more. It was inconceivable to think that this many soldiers could have mobilized at such a late hour. Doubly so considering the battlefield had long since vacated. Which could only mean... I poked my head from behind the trees to get a closer glimpse at whom the footsteps had belonged.
Also, yes, seriously, like...
I couldn't help but gulp at what I'd seen. Hundreds of crimson eyes peeking through the darkness. Tufts of white hair dotted the head of every soldier marching in formation, like apparitions floating in the black of night. At the head of the formation was... Father.
Here she goes, waxing on the memory of her dad, yada yada yada.
My kind, jovial father who raised me as a single parent, ever since I was a young girl. I had to set my feelings aside. This mission could cost me my life, and I was ready for the consequences. I tightened my grip around my kodachi, ready to leap out at him at any moment. Sanosuke stuck his arm in front of me.
ダメだ。まだ行くな。いくらなんでも羅刹の数が多すぎだ。
Thank you, Sano, for being actually intelligent, unlike your fucking wife-to-be.
But... Sanosuke was right. They outnumbered us 100 to 1, and making ourselves known prematurely could have spelled disaster for us. Even with the reach of Sanosuke's spear, There was no way for us to challenge them all at once. But if we missed this opportunity to strike, then we might lose sight of where Father was heading.
Or you could follow the army.
I panicked myself as I wondered what to do when...
Hey, it's our favorite gun-toting Oni.
I found myself startled by the sudden crack of gunfire.
Hi, Percy.
Through partially covered eyes, I watched a speeding bullet rip through the chest of a marching Fury as he toppled over and fell to the ground. Could it be?
Yo, コード。ここを通ると思ってたぜ。
I like how we're all excited to see Shiranui again. What's up, homeboy? We missed you. We missed your face, and your tattoo, and also your gun.
Shiranui called out to Father, and smoke floated out from the barrel of the pistol in his hand.
俺は知らぬい様。いや、もう様などとつける必要もないか。先日は私の可愛い子供たちと遊んでくれてありがとう。おかげで改善すべき点がいくつも見つかった。古い鬼もたまには役に立つのだな。
Father's facetious statement made Shiranui scoff.
てめえ、長州の奴らまで巻き込みやがったな。てめえが勝手に羅刹を作って楽しんでる分には知ったこっちゃねえが、都合のいいことを並べ立ててあいつらを騙したことだけは許せね
何のことだか。私は騙したつもりなどないのだがね。
え。とぼけんじゃねえ。今日の戦いの指揮を取ってたのは長州の連中だろうが。
だから巻き込んだりはしていないと。私の研究の成果を聞き、落ち水の改良に協力したいと言ったのは長州の人々なのだから。
なんだって。
江戸城も落ち、徳川慶喜将軍は謹慎中。新政府軍の勢いはとどまるところを知らない。だがそれはあくまでも日の本国内の話だ。幕軍を片付けた後はさらに大きな敵と対峙せねばならない。イギリス、フランス、アメリカ、そして世界最大の領土を誇るロシア。
Is this his bwahaha we're gonna conquer the world speech?
圧倒的な工業力と兵力を持った西洋の国々が虎視眈々と我が国を狙っている。
ああ、そうだ。あいつが高杉が上海に出かけた時、西洋人が秦国の連中をまるで犬っころみてえに扱ってるのを見て、近い将来日本も絶対こうなるだろうって思ったそうだ。そうならねえためにこの国をもっと強い国に生まれ変わらせなきゃならねえってな。
そうだろう。長州藩士たちが私の研究を高く評価したのも当然のことだ。西洋と渡り合える国を作るには金と技術、そして強い兵が必要なのだからね。
Sorry, Kodo, how do you get from we need to break through our scientific limitations and then arrive at conquer the world? I'm tired. I'm so tired.
モランセ、日の本の独立を守るためには強い兵を生み育て最強の軍事国家を作るしかあるまい。
そのために羅刹の実験をしてるってわけか。
その通り。羅刹ならば死を恐れることはない。心臓を貫かれぬ限り死ぬこともない。何があっても後退などしない最強の軍隊が出来上がるのだ。
Shiranui scowled irritably, seemingly incapable of tolerating my father's monologue for much longer.
Much like us. We are all Shiranui right now.
Okay, lady. At last, Shiranui lashed out at an interrupted father.
Thank God.
確かに高すぎる。新しい国をどこにも負けねえ強い国を作りてえって口癖みてえに言ってやがったさ。だけどな、あいつは血ヘドを吐きながら戦場に立って病でボロボロの体を引きずって血の塊を吐いてくたばっちまう瞬間まで人間だったぜ。気弱で大した力もねえしちっぽけですぐ死んじまう。俺が嫌いで嫌いでしょうがねえ生き物のままだったよ。
Shiranui was slowly losing his composure, shaking violently as he barked at father. An internal dilemma raged inside of Shiranui. At one end, Shiranui harbored a deep hatred for humanity and its people. And at the other end, he still hadn't properly mourned the death of his friend.
そんなあいつがこんな最悪の戦い方を望むはずがねえ。
やはり分かっていただけないか。では仕方ない。
Father snapped his fingers before screaming a command at the Furies lurking behind him.
ああ、羅刹たち。そこにいる鬼の血を存分にすするがいい。
No sooner than when the words left Father's mouth, I watched the rows of crimson eyes glow with enthusiasm as they all focused on Shiranui.
Nani?
Before Shiranui had any chance to react, the Furies surrounded him and blocked any path to escape.
And we've just like been chilling and kneeling here the whole time. This is fine.
They formed a ring around him like a pack of lionesses encircling their hunt, readying themselves to pounce at any moment.
Would she even know what a lioness is, though?
ささりか!
Sanosuke leapt from behind our hiding place. He twirled his spear overhead with both hands, and as he swung it downward, it connected with the skull of a nearby Fury, cracking open its forehead.
Damn, Sano.
Because of the Fury's languid movement, Sanosuke was able to thrash them blindly with wild swings.
てめえは
助立ちするぜ、シナヌイ。
He's like, here to save you, babe.
胸くそ悪い話を延々聞かされて、ちょうど腹渡が煮えくり返ってた頃だ。
Yay. Finally, the good content we're really here for.
バカ野郎誰も助けてくれなんて言ってねえよ引っ込んでやがれ
そうはいかねえさ。男ってのは強い者に敬意を払うのが当たり前だろう。こんなまがい者の強さをまかり通らせたんじゃ男が廃るってもんだ。
Sanosuke dug his feet into the ground as he got into a fighting stance, as he jabbed his spear into the crowd. Its sharp point sliced through the thigh of its target. A splash of blood cascaded into the air, followed by the chilling sound of a desperate shriek soon after. It was a gruesome scene as Sanosuke nimbly dismembered the limbs of his opponents, peeling sinews from their bones with the flick of his spear. Shiranui's eyes widened at the sight.
原田、てめえ、人間の癖して生意気なこと言ってくれんじゃねえか。高杉のやつが生きてた頃を思い出すぜ。
Shiranui rattled off gunfire at the pack of incoming Furies. He aimed his bullet toward each of their foreheads, which blew their brain cavities open.
And that is the weirdest description. Also, and wouldn't he aim the gun? Ah.
Just then, I witnessed depravity beyond comprehension. One of the Furies wandered away from the pack. The Fury began stabbing the corpses of his fallen comrades with impunity before putting his mouth against their wounds, lapping up their blood eagerly.
なんだよ、こいつら仲間の血をすすってやがる。
Why are you even surprised? That's totally a thing they've been doing.
新選組にいた羅刹の連中にももう少し理性ってもんがあったぜ。
I struggled to believe that at one point these were ordinary men. Men with lives, families, futures. But now, these Furies were glossy-eyed and docile, moving like mindless beasts in search of their next meal. As Sanosuke and Shiranui continued subduing them, the Furies only became more rabid as the stench of blood thickened in the air.
Ew.
As I gazed in horror, the one responsible for this morbid display called out to me.
千鶴、そこにいるのだろう。出てきなさい。
Nope, 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 nope.
Father appeared in front of me, smiling warmly as he beckoned me to emerge. I timidly stepped out of my hiding place to reveal myself to him.
And really, this is the point at which you should just straight up stab him, Chizuru.
Father, why are you doing this?
日の本は外意に狙われている。これはお国のためにしているのだよ。
Eh? Oh, he's being rude. Cool.
どうだ、素晴らしい生き物たちだろう。彼らさえいれば、日の本は安泰だ。
Yeah, this guy needs punching, like real bad.
そして、この日の本を守りきれば、新政府も我々の一族を存在には扱えまい。
I watched Father's eyes twinkle with excitement as he rubbed his hands together, but it was beyond me to ever think that the Furies were capable of becoming a solution to our country's woes, as opposed to becoming its biggest problem. Do you seriously believe any of this, Father? They were normal men, weren't they? All of them had lives ahead of them. Friends, loved ones. People who cared about them. Father let out a merry laugh like he and I were having a friendly conversation over a cup of tea.
んなものは取るに足らないことだよ。この国をどこにも負けぬ強い国へと生まれ変わらせるためにはね。
He is so far gone.
Although his face and expression were familiar, his message was completely foreign to me, and I found myself repulsed every time he spoke. This was no longer the father I used to know, and even referring to him as father felt criminal. As his daughter, I had no other choice. It was my duty to undo the evil he was summoning. I tightly gripped the hilt of my kodachi resting on my hip, marching in father's direction with my back straightened. I never thought I'd ever use this kodachi. Nor had I ever expected to use it in order to take someone's life. But this is my duty. As I got within arm's reach of father, I slowly slinked the blade out from its scabbard. Then my eyes shut tightly and I drove the kodachi into the side of his ribcage.
Whoa. Well, cool.
I heard the squish of father's flesh as I twisted the blade in his abdomen. It was an unsettling sensation. Because the feeling of holding the kodachi in his body irked me, I quickly yanked it back out. As I opened my eyes, I jumped back in fright. What? It was the most distressing sight.
I know, I'm shocked too. She totally stabbed him.
I knew, beyond the shadow of a doubt, that my kodachi was driven into his flesh.
Homeboy's been drinking his own Kool-Aid.
Yet he had neither a scratch nor a drop of blood on him. My kodachi, however, was stained with a thick film of scarlet blood. A little tear appeared on the side of father's kimono as well. But for some mysterious reason, his flesh had sealed. Oh no. Father barked with smug laughter.
素晴らしい、素晴らしいぞ、落ち水の力は。傷が治るのが早いどころではない。木立で刺されても痛みすらない。
He's crazy.
He continued to laugh maniacally to himself, and hopelessness began to sink in.
How to tell when someone's a fury? They do high-pitched giggle laughing for reals.
The furies around us continued closing in, making me feel so small and pathetic. No. Father! I could barely squeak out a sentence.
てめえ、羅刹になりやがったな。
ああ、そうとも。この力さえあれば恐れるものなど何もないのだ。落ち水さえあればこの国を我が手に収めることなどたやすい。羅刹は火の元を強くするぞ。最後の一兵になっても決して引かず戦い続ける本物の戦士の国にな。
This is the part where we should definitely just be cutting his head off.
Father! Who was this man? I gently flicked my kodachi, swatting off some of the blood from it, and got into an offensive stance. From behind me came Sanosuke, who patted my shoulder and gestured me to stay still.
やめとけ。お前には人は殺せねえよ。
He totally sounds like he's half dying or hawking up something.
But... Without another word, he stepped in front of me and pointed his spear in Father's direction. He kept his back facing me as he spoke.
親殺しの罪は俺が背負ってやる。恨み事なら後で何十回でも聞いてやる。
Oh look, and here we go, standing back again and letting Sano do everything for us.
だから目を閉じてろ。
And kid was completely unnecessary because there was literally no word that would have yeah, anyway.
There was no way I couldn't see this for myself.
Ugh. Ugh. I'm not reading this sappy bullshit, okay?
人間が何をするつもりです？その体に銃弾一発でも受ければすぐに戦えなくなる身だというのに。
Hey look, he's an Oni!
Father twiddled his fingers mischievously, cackling at Sanosuke with the face of a true demon. Then he slipped his hand into his pocket. Sanosuke, watch out! Father pulled a fistful of medical scalpels out from his pocket and threw them at Sanosuke as one would a kunai.
What? Jesus. That just happened. He's fucking throwing scalpels like a goddamn ninja.
Sanosuke deflected 3 speeding scalpels by spinning his spear reflexively.
人間にしてはなかなかの腕ではないか。
How many of those things do you have on you, dude?
あらら、これならどうかね。
Father arranged 4 scalpels in each of his hands in the shape of a fan. He flashed a malicious grin and flung all 8 of the knives towards Sanosuke. 4 of them bounced off of Sanosuke's spear as he swiftly parried the incoming blades, but... One of them pierced through the flesh in his right hand, with which he was using to carry his spear. Another landed on his left bicep, and Sanosuke bit his lips as he grimaced in pain.
I totally carry like 100 scalpels with me at all times, but you know, he's gonna run out eventually. I don't know, maybe he has like super special ninja scalpels and they're, I don't know. He just went for scalpels, like they just look like scalpels, but they're actually knives. I don't know, I can't, meh. Fuck it.
I instinctively covered my eyes, which is
Kind of what I would like to do right now, because what is going on right? What even?
if the scalpel was enough to severely injure his hand, then he wouldn't be able to wield his spear.
これはいい。利き手が使えなくなれば、もう戦いなど続けられまい。それにしても、その槍の腕前、このまま死なせてしまうには、ちと惜しい。どうだね、落ち水を飲まないか。お前ならいい兵隊になってくれそうだ。
Sanosuke muttered a confident smile.
Mustered a confident smile through gritted teeth. Anyway.
It would take far more than Father's taunting to convince him to turn over to the dark side.
まがいものの強さには興味ねえって言っただろう。それにな。
Also, did she seriously just fucking say, go to the dark side? What is happening? I don't remember any of this being in the original version of Sano's route. I think we're off the rails at this point. Or I definitely blocked it out. That's possible too. What the fuck is going on? I don't know. But we're in this together, fam. Thank you for sticking with me.
Sanosuke reached his left hand over to where the scalpel was stuck in his right hand. He curled his fingers gingerly around the scalpel and yanked it out. Blood trickled from the wound.
こんなチャチいおもちゃが刺さったくらいで槍を握れなくなるなんてことはねえよ。原田佐之助をなめんじゃねえ。
Yep, he's cool. Yep. Yep.
今度はこっちから行かせてもらうからな。
Sanosuke pointed his spear forwards with his hands, drenched in blood, and lunged forward with all of his might. Although Father gained powers from drinking the water of life, they were no substitute for actual experience on the battlefield. He lacked the reflexes to dodge Sanosuke's spear. I watched the tip of Sanosuke's spear pierce through Father's spine, coated in a dark crimson liquid. As he pulled the spear from Father's body, a splash of blood appeared on the floor.
Fucking ground. The ground. Behind Father's feet. Yay! Yeah, thus far only Heisuke's route actually got massively improved with Edo Blossoms. Yeah, the wound sealed itself back up.
治ったともあっという間に槍で疲れたのに痛みなど全くない。
Yay, he's flinging more scalpels. I'm so done with reading this insanity. More stabbing? He's just still grinning like a motherfucker.
どうしたのだね。蚊に刺されたほどの痛みも感じない。
We got off to such a good cheesy start. How did we wind up here? I don't know. I really don't. The game always suffers when it tries to rely on Kodo as a villain. Because he's just a terribly written villain. Blah, blah, blah. He's crazy. Sano is tired.
おや、もう限界かね。実に惜しい。もしお前が羅刹だったら確実に私を仕留めることができていただろうに。人間というのは実に哀れな存在だな。
We just need to cut off his head. Also, where the fuck is Shiranui? Blah blah, Sano's getting tired. Oh noes.
それではお前のムクロを私が育てた羅刹の血肉へと変えてあげよう。
Oh look, more knife, scalpel things. Another fucking 8 of them. So he's, let's see, how many, have we been counting how many? We're up to 16, 17, like 18, I think. Maybe more. Upwards of 18 scalpels he has got on his person. Yay, and he's doing something, and Chizuru's like, no, I can't look! Oh no! He got his heart pierced. I guess I can start reading again.
Father's eyes were wide and glossy. He stood frozen to the spot. The spear had punctured through him completely, and from behind him you could see the tip of the spear peeking out. Because of where it had struck him, the spear pulsated to the rhythm of Father's heartbeat.
Huh? I mean, at least we got a good CG of Sano. I feel slightly vindicated.
人間より体力がある分長く苦しむことになるんだろうな。身から出たサビってやつか。
I guess we'll get the full one.
Blood gushed from Father's mouth, dribbling from the side of his lips in a pathetic display. His hand fluttered in the air pitifully, and he had his regenerative powers to thank for not being able to enjoy a swift death.
Welcome back, lady. I know, right? God, at least in Kazuma's route, they mercifully fucking murdered Kodo pretty early in.
From out of the blue, Father called to me.
Yep. Yeah, we are. Yep. Oh god, yes, lady, you missed Kodo, like, ninja throwing scalpels like fucking kunai. He had like 17 or 18 of them, it was ridiculous.
Watching this heartless monster, whom I'd used to call Father, writhe before me in pain. Memories of my childhood came flooding back to me. His kind, inviting demeanor. His patience.
Alright, Ilseri, thanks for hanging out. I guess tomorrow it's very likely we will start a new route in Kyoto Winds. So, you know, back to bigger and better things.
Although somewhere along the way he seemed to lose a part of himself. Nothing could change the fact that he raised me. Please, pass peacefully. Tears began to well behind my eyes, and I clapped my hands together and prayed. I suppose there was no way to anticipate how agonizing watching him die would be. For me, it was the first time I'd ever witnessed the last embers of someone's life die out. Sanosuke suddenly thrusted his spear more deeply into Father's chest. The chilling sound made my hair stand. Once more, Father coughed up a mouthful of blood. Sanosuke yanked the spear out of Father's chest, only to immediately drive it back into the same spot with greater intensity.
Jesus! Oh, hello, Eludia. Welcome. We are playing through Hakuoki. It's lovey-dovey and violent.
あんたを殺したのは他の誰でもねえ。この俺だ。てめえの娘に親殺しの罪なんて着せようとしてんじゃねえよ。あんたにはもうこいつの親を名乗る資格なんてねえ。
Sanosuke kept his composure, even as a fresh splash of blood landed on his cheek. Once he could confirm that Father was no longer breathing, Sanosuke pulled the spear from out of where Father's heart used to beat.
It is indeed safe for work. There is no nudity. There's really not anything particularly sexy. There was some blood, but not a lot of gore. Basically, what you've already seen is about the worst you're gonna get.
It was so decisive and forceful. A realization came to me inexplicably as I imagined how many other times Sanosuke may have been confronted a similar situation on the battlefield in his past.
Yeah, this is a visual novel and an otome game, so it's technically a dating sim.
It was a dark thought, one I had never considered.
Hillham is right. The chat is probably more NSW than the game itself. And yeah, Sano's collarbone is certainly quite racy. Although there are a lot of pecs in here because we're talking 1800s Japan.
My face was drenched with tears. I fell to my knees on the cold earth, scraping them as they landed.
Yes, indeed. Any of this dialogue that is narration you're hearing right now is me.
It felt like something extracted my soul from my chest, leaving behind an empty shell of a person incapable of happiness.
目閉じてろって言ったじゃねえか。どうして言うことを聞かなかった？
Because... Speaking became difficult. My throat was enclosing, perhaps as an expression of panic.
I am not, in fact, chorizo. Thank God. I hope I'm smarter. Yeah, exactly. If there's if it's being read in English, it's my voice. The heroine is named Chizuru. We of the chat who have been here a while are affectionately nicknaming her Chorizo when we're mad at her, usually. Yeah, Chorizo is definitely incapable of independent thought at this point. Chat is the best. I love my chats.
But I had to say one thing. Because this was something I need to do. I shouldn't have tasked you with this burden alone, Sanosuke. I wish we could have dealt with it together. Sanosuke tenderly wrapped his arms around me. As he pulled me into his chest, I rested my head against him, sobbing uncontrollably.
行動さんを切るところなんてお前にだけは見られたくなかったんだけどな。もしかして幻滅したか？
Yeah, for real. Like, I really want to, like, play Heisuke's route again. But, Anyway.
No. I could just as easily say that I'm responsible for killing my father, as Sanosuke was. He just happened to be quicker. He comforted me, stroking my hair softly as I nestled myself against his soft, muscular chest.
That makes no sense! Fuck! Soft, Anyway.
We stood quietly in each other's embrace.
Oh god, lady. I know, I hope that doesn't fucking happen. That's horrifying. Gah. Oh, hey! Lest we forget Shiranui was here.
After a while, Shiranui emerged from behind the bushes.
こっちも片付いたみてえだな。
おう、とりあえずこれで新政府軍の羅刹隊は全滅か。
そういうことになるな。
Hot damn, son! Shiranui, did you have enough bullets for that? No, it's okay, Hound. That is an appropriate reaction to Shiranui.
Shiranui answered curtly, and I watched his brow furrow as he scanned our surroundings.
悪いな。長州の連中が迷惑かけちまって。
His guns are magic? Which guns, though? Anyway.
あいつら、ただ焦ってるだけなんだ。
We are gonna need to decompress once this is all over, I swear to God.
コードが言ってた通り、まだこれから戦わなきゃならねえ相手が5万といて。
A raid! Welcome, friends! Keiru raid!
Hello, friends. We're rolling through some Hakuoki. Welcome, Raiders.
日本って国が好きだから、どうしてもなくしちまいたくねえから、無茶をしてでも強くしたがる。
Yes, I understand. Shiranui wore a melancholic expression. And suddenly I thought of his old friend, Takasuki.
Aw, thanks, Eludia! For bringing some friends. And thank you for the follow. Glad to have you guys here. Hope you like Date and Samurai, because we're going to be doing this for a while. Aw, thanks.
Thinking about how much Shiranui had cared for Takasuki, how much he had sacrificed for his friend's well-being, I had no room to criticize him. Shiranui, I remember you telling us before that you believed you were soulless, but I'm not sure I agree with that. I mean, look, everything you've been through, from serving your friend's master, to losing Takusuke, and then to now. I'm sure they're all so proud of you.
Dating samurai. Yep, that's what we're doing here. Oh, thank you, Envy.
We might have differing opinions about what having soul means, but that's how I feel.
Also, lol, soulless. Fuck that egg. That bastard. Gah! Anyway. Dragon Age feels aside.
I remember Shiranui seething with contempt as father mocked Takasuke's death so casually. Something clicked inside of Shiranui, and then suddenly he pursued my father at every turn, hoping to thwart him and protect the innocent people of Edo. I think if Takasuke were watching Shiranui from the afterlife, it would have elated him to see his old friend passionately carrying on his legacy. Contrary to what Shiranui may think, I believe the idea of a soul captures something unique and essential to our experience as living beings.
And like, is she just spacing out this entire time as she's like having all these crazy thoughts? Cause God, she's fucking internal monologuing forever.
We cope with our mortality by reminding ourselves of its frailty. We realize how precious it is when we understand how quickly it can all be taken away.
I have not watched all of Brotherhood yet. I started to. I saw the original Full Metal Alchemist eons ago. And enjoyed it quite a lot. Brotherhood's been on my watch list for a while. I just haven't had time. Yep, this is female to male romance. Alas.
But being able to pass on values, inspiring others to dedicate themselves to something more. In this way, we can truly live forever.
お前はその人間の男と添い遂げるつもりなのか?
Yeah, dude. We're gonna marry this guy.
人間なんてすぐに死んじまうぜ。病で、怪我の悪化で、不慮の事故で。鬼とは比べ物にならねえぐらいちっぽけで弱っちくて取るに足らねえどうしようもねえ生き物だ。
What? I prepared myself to refute Shiranui's claim, but...
そうだろうな。人間ってのはあっけねえぐらい簡単にあの世に行っちまう。かけがえのねえ命なんてこの世にはきっとねえ。俺が今日で刺し殺してきた連中もそうだし、もちろん俺自身もそうだ。
Yeah, like, ship away whomever you want in chat. We've been doing it for weeks.
取るに足らねえ。いつ亡くなってもいい命でしかねえよ。
I knew that Sanosuke was speaking of a hypothetical situation. But having been so recently involved in a near-death encounter, I'd rather he hadn't. Sanosuke! I playfully reprimanded him.
Kiku or bust, or Kiku and bust? And also, yeah, Sano has so much chemistry with, like, literally every other man in this whole thing. half the enjoyable parts of this, well, technically it's 2 games now, of this story are really just watching all the dudes interact. So it's great.
Sanosuke winked at me, then turned back to face Shiranui with a kind expression.
ただちっぽけで弱っちくてすぐ死んじまうようなどうでもいい命だからこそ与えられた時間を命燃やして精一杯生きるんだと思うぜ。意味がねえなりに意味を見出すためにな。
Can we just move along with the fucking waxing poetic on bullshit?
Shiranui raised an eyebrow at Sanosuke in response to his suggestive musings. After a moment, Shiranui curled his lips into a warm smile.
そういうことを抜かすから俺は人間が嫌いなんだ。
We have figured out the secret. Shiranui is just super tsundere.
てめえは勝手に燃え尽きてりゃいいかもしれねえが、残された者の気持ちってもんも少しは考えやがる。
I guess it's not really a secret.
I hadn't been sure if I was just imagining things, but Shiranui's poignant comment had a lonesome quality to it that rang honestly to me.
Lady, it's not like I like you, Baka! Bang!
It was clear that the memory of his dear friend was something with which he wrestled daily, although he knew they would never meet again. Accepting the truth was another thing entirely.
Honestly, with all of this cool-ass backstory that Shiranui has, I am really legitimately sad he's not an option in this game.
Thank you for the follow, Envy and Otter. Perhaps even demons could be vulnerable, and no amount of physical prowess or healing powers could shield us from the loss of what matters most to us. Shiranui spun around and began to walk toward the trail surrounding Ueno. Oh! Shiranui! Where are you going now?
とりあえず長州に戻る。考えてみりゃまだあいつの墓参りもしてなかったからな。
Ah, you're going to Choshu.
ただ今後一切人間どもに関わるつもりはねえ。気に入った仲間を亡くしちまう気持ちなんてもう二度と味わいたくねえからな。
Ah, so many follows. Thank you, friends. ありがとうございます。Thank you, thank you.
Aw, bye Shiranui.
But what's going to become of this country? You and my father both mentioned that we'll need to prepare for the tide of foreign influence to keep our independence strong.
そりゃな。新しい日本を作った後、やらなきゃならないことはたくさんあるはずだ。だけど、そう悪いことにはならねえと思うぜ。
Why is that?
長州の連中がお師匠さんの大和魂とやらを受け継いでるんなら、なんとかできねえはずねえじゃねえか。
I know, suddenly, like, previously we were all, yay, romance, and then now all of a sudden historical shit.
どう転がってもそう悪いことにはならねえよ。ま、俺は魂なんてもん信じちゃいねえけどな。
Otome means maiden. In this context, otome game is a game for girls, aka dating game. Basically. Aimed at women.
Leaving us with a sardonic remark, Shiranui vanished. This time for good. Oh my goodness, so many follows. Thank you, friends.
そんじゃ俺たちは俺たちの未来を作っていくことにしようぜ。
Friendly reminder, they've been having this discussion over the corpse of her father.
特にお前は今まで辛い思いばっかりしてきたんだ。これから先は楽しいことだけ考えるようにしようぜ。な。
Sanosuke gently slunk his hand around my shoulders. His hand was my totem through all of the trials that we'd experienced as a pair.
What? Huh? God. Yes, above the actual corpse. He just stabbed her father to death with his spear because he's like an evil Oni and shit. And there's also a ton of other bodies of demonic creatures. So, yeah. Yeah. Ugh. Moving on. Okay. This waffly, romantic-y bullshit has been going on for quite a while, and we're all very tired of it. Those of us that have been here for the whole stream, so, you know.
I rested my hand in his, the hand of the man I loved, and shut my eyes without saying a thing.
Yay, we got to the end! So we just have the epilogue after this cute credit scene. Christ. Ugh, so much of that was just painful. Hug! Honestly, if I had to recommend a route after this one, it probably would be Soji's. I feel like we need some fucking tragedy porn at this point. Do y'all trust me with the Soji recommendation? I know Lynn does, but we're both giant fangirls of the murder hobo of the Shinsengumi. This one had too much kissing! Okita-san! We only want one smooch. Any more than that is too much. Too many smooch! Yeah, this was just drawn out way too much. was definitely the problem. Oh, but hey! There's more. Alright.
Weeks passed, and Sanosuke and I crossed the ocean together in search of our new home. We found the quaint, secluded place that Sanosuke had always dreamed of, where the distant memory of war washed into the shoreline to a faraway place. Our home was beside a cliff, and every afternoon we watched the sunset descend into the sparkling horizon, stretching as far as the eye could see.
Oh gosh, lady. I would have trusted QAing this in your hands, but damn, I don't know if I would have been able to handle that at a relentless pace.
It felt surreal to live the kind of life that, for me, had only existed in conversations. Our dreams came true, and under a foreign sky, I spent my life with my soulmate. It was bliss.
Hashtag bliss. Now she's one of those stupid Facebook posters. I'm assuming if they're going by rumors, they might have gone to China. Hashtag blessed! Ugh, she's one of those disgusting Instagram travel bloggers. That's what just happened. Ugh. None of this would have been blah blah blah. Yay. Oh, and they had babies.
おい、千鶴、なんとかしてくれ。こいつ何やっても泣き止まねえんだ。
Oh, okay. Be right there. I rushed to where I heard the voice coming from. There stood Sanosuke, holding our wailing son tightly in his arms with a panicked expression.
Koitsu, 俺の何が気に食わねえんだ?
Screenshot.
お前がいなくなった途端、火がついたみてえに泣きわめきやがる。
You're too rough with him, Sanosuke. Babies are delicate. You need to be gentle when you hold them.
そうは言っても、男たるもの、こんなことでビービー泣いてたんじゃ。
There you go again. You're just going to make him cry.
The mom that dies hairstyle? Oh gosh.
なんだと?
Oh, there. Don't cry, little one. Be a good boy, okay?
Oh Godhound, you're right.
I walked over to Sanosuke and stroked our son's face tenderly. His round face was so precious, and after a moment his crying began to calm.
せっかく男に生まれたんだから、一角の武士に育ててやりてえと思ってるんだが、今からこの調子じゃ先が思いやられるぜ。
I don't think Sano knows how babies work. What the fuck?
Why are you placing expectations on a child that hasn't even grown his first tooth yet? Besides, there are no more samurai in Japan. At the end of the war, the Imperial Army claimed their victory and instituted the New Age, later known as the Meiji era.
Era. I can read words with my mouth.
Warriors, merchants, and civilians alike were all formally given equal class status, and samurai were all but extinct as the age of swords had ended.
確かに日の元じゃ侍はいらねえもんになっちまったが。まだ侍ってもんを必要としてる場所はあるはずだぜ。広い世界にはな。
You might have a point. I stared intently at our son as he rested in the comfort of Sanosuke's arms. My prayers were answered when he was born a male. As my descendant, demon blood flows through his veins just as it does mine. Having a daughter would put her at risk in the same way the demons sought to abduct me for my blood. Sanosuke furrowed his brow, perhaps noticing the shift in my mood as I stared at our son.
I know, right, Julie? It's like, man, it'd be great to have a family and a baby and what do? How baby? What?
平気だよ。お前のこともこの子のこともこの俺がきっと守ってみせる。たとえこの先何があろうともな。
I looked back at him, gazing into the amber pool of his eyes, and smiled in return. I know. I believe you.
Oh god, you guys are killing me. It's so hard to keep character.
Someday, our son will become a man. He'll meet the woman of his dreams, and maybe even have a child of his own. As this cycle continues, I'm sure that the demon blood will become diluted, leaving behind the ghosts in our past. As long as I should live, I trusted Sanosuke to devote his life as a father and husband. And for the first time in my life, I felt truly safe. It inspired me to keep him safe as well, knowing that there was so much we had to look forward to. The two of us glanced at the azure sky dazzling above the ocean. This was our peace, and we earned it. When I turned back at Sanosuke, he winked at me.
We're finally done. That felt like it took forever. Fuck. I cannot believe this goddamn achievement. Ah! Yeah, Kazuma's route still fucking makes me the most angry. But that... the achievement said something about does the carpet matches the drapes? Yeah, anyway. Yeah, that's the... Nah. Let's change the music to something more fun. There we go. Oh darn, it changed the music. But look, we got all the CGs. Good job, us. Hooray. Let's go back and look at our real husband. Hey, remember when we slapped Heisuke? Oops. I need to remember how this works. There we go.
Buh.
Yeah, our favorite for a reason. In this household, we love and support our cinnamon roll samurai. Yeah, exactly. I'm right there with you, Julie. That was... Oh, God. I can't. I cannot. Oh, right. There's DLC. Shit. Oh, but thank God it's... no Sano. Sweet. We got the DLC and Kyoto wins for him. So, good. Good. Alright. So that takes care of that. So, next time, tomorrow night, well, later tonight, I guess, is more accurate to say because it is almost 3 a.m. Yeah, I have so many problems with that route. Many problems. Mostly Chizuru is the problem. Sano, the character, is fantastic. Chizuru was terrible in his route, and I think I remember that was why I couldn't stand it very much. That being said, remembering what I do about Hijikata's route and how boring and lacking in chemistry it was, I think I'm going to make an executive decision. And, we will, probably do Soji's route next. And pray to God they don't fuck that one up. Raid candidates? Is there anybody actually streaming this late? I also don't actually mechanically know how to do a raid. How do? Oh hey, yeah, Galushi is streaming. Neat. We should go raid him. Excellent. Well, let's go raid Galushi because he's my friend. Okay, we're gonna throw it on back. So, we shall see you next time, friendos. Thank you for hanging out, everybody, and welcome new folks. Farewell.